In this lesson, we will go over the things that we can do easily in life to get immediate benefit. These are the things that can ease the burden while we tackle the harder and deeper issues. These are the quick wins in the happiness journey. In this lesson, we'll go over medications, medical procedures, exercise, supplements, meditation, nature, lifestyle changes, and states of flow. Like with all the subjects, feel free to jump ahead if you already know the information. Here I would like to mention the sponsor of the video, the Happy app. With Happy, you can engage with an AI therapist at a fraction of the cost of traditional therapy. What makes Happy stand out? You have the opportunity to converse with an AI therapist who is an expert in every form of therapy, equipped with vast knowledge spanning the fields of psychology and counseling. What's even better? Your sessions are completely private and confidential, ensuring a safe space where you can express yourself freely without fear of judgment. Experience the convenience and expertise of Happy today. Many of us in this world are time poor, so in this next topic, we're going to be covering what modern medicine has to say. I call this subject quick fixes because a lot can be achieved with little effort and in a short amount of time. In this section, we're going to go through some common medical treatments for diagnosed depression. Different research has backed all these things in various studies with varying degrees of effectiveness. But before we go on, all the information in this section is not meant as medical advice, but rather merely for informational purposes. If you're thinking about going on any medication, you should consult with your doctor or health practitioner. So now let's get into it. There are different types of depression, such as major depressive disorder, dysthymia, bipolar disorder, seasonal affective disorder, and postpartum depression. Each type has its own causes, symptoms, and treatments. One of the telltale signs of depression is the duration. If you have a prolonged sadness, which lasts more than about 2 weeks, it could be possible that you have depression. The good news is that depression can be treated with various options, such as psychotherapy, medication, lifestyle changes, and alternative therapies. Some of the most effective treatments for depression we have covered already, such as cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, interpersonal therapy, IPT, and mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, which combines elements of mindfulness practices with principles of cognitive therapy. The best treatment for you depends on many factors, such as the type and severity of your depression, your medical history, your personality, and your goals. You may need to try different treatments or combine them to find what works best for you. Antidepressant drugs are designed to help alleviate symptoms of depression by changing the levels of certain chemicals in the brain, like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. Antidepressants can improve mood, motivation, and reduce thoughts of suicide in people with depression. There are different types of antidepressants, including SSRIs, SNRIs, and NDRIs, each with its own pros and cons. Some work faster than others and may cause different side effects like nausea, weight gain, trouble sleeping, sexual issues, or headaches. To manage these side effects, you can try taking the medication with food, adjusting your diet, staying physically active, or discussing changes in dosage or medication with your doctor. Finding the right antidepressant may take some trial and error as it varies from person to person. Studies show that antidepressants can be effective for about 50 to 70% of people with depression, but combining medication with therapy tends to yield better results than either treatment alone. Despite this, there's ongoing debate in the medical community about exactly how antidepressants work in the brain and their overall effectiveness. Repetitive transcranial magnetic stimulation, or RTMS, is a treatment for depression that uses mild brain stimulation using magnetic fields. Each session of RTMS lasts about 30 minutes and is usually given over several weeks. There is also a new form which uses stronger magnetic fields and requires fewer sessions. During RTMS, the patient is fully awake and there's no need for anesthesia. It's generally well tolerated with minimal side effects, and it doesn't affect memory. RTMS is used to treat depression in cases where other treatments like medications haven't worked, can't be tolerated due to side effects, or for those who prefer non-medication treatments. It usually takes at least 20 sessions to see therapeutic results, although some patients may notice changes earlier. ECT is a medical procedure that uses electric currents to cause a short seizure in the brain, which changes its activity and aims to relieve severe depressive and psychotic symptoms. It's considered safe and effective for severe depression, especially when other treatments haven't worked or when the situation is life-threatening. ECT is performed by a psychiatrist and an anesthetist, and you must give informed consent before the procedure. Typically, a course of ECT involves 8 to 12 sessions, each lasting 5 to 10 minutes. The main side effect is memory loss, which usually gets better after a few weeks, but can last longer or be permanent in rare cases. Other possible side effects include headache, nausea, confusion, and muscle soreness, but these are usually mild and can be managed with painkillers, anti-nausea drugs, and reassurance. Some newer types of ECT, like ultra-brief pulses, ultra-brief ECT, and bifrontal ECT, have been shown to cause fewer cognitive side effects compared to standard ECT. Transcranial direct current stimulation, TDCS, is a gentle way to stimulate the brain that has shown promising effects in treating depression, particularly when applied to the frontal areas of the brain. During TDCS, a mild electrical current is continuously applied to the scalp for about 30 minutes. It's painless and generally safe, with no serious side effects reported. Unlike ECT, which requires anesthesia, TDCS is administered while the person is awake. TDCS is considered an alternative treatment for depression, offering options beyond antidepressants and ECT. To see therapeutic results, it's recommended to undergo TDCS sessions every weekday for at least 4 weeks. Exercise can be really helpful for managing depression. Research shows that it can boost the level of serotonin in your brain, which is a chemical that affects mood, sleep, appetite, and other functions. Exercise also increases endorphins, which are like natural mood lifters. Exercise, particularly activities like walking, jogging, yoga, and strength training, has been found to be as effective as cognitive behavioral therapy and even more effective than antidepressant medication alone. These exercises offer various benefits, with yoga and qigong being especially beneficial for men, while strength training is preferable for women. Dance, in particular, has shown promise in reducing depressive symptoms, potentially due to its combination of social interaction, vigorous movement, and uplifting music. While there are recommended guidelines for exercise duration and frequency, what matters most is finding an activity that you enjoy and can commit to. It's essential to avoid forcing yourself into exercises that you dislike, as this can have a negative impact. Instead, focusing on activities that bring a sense of accomplishment and enjoyment, whether it's walking in the park with a friend or engaging in online exercise videos. Moreover, having social support and feeling competent and valued during exercise can significantly enhance motivation and mental health benefits. Regular exercise can help with depression by giving you more energy, improving your sleep, taking your mind off worries, providing social support if you exercise with others, making you feel more in control and boosting your self-esteem. You don't have to do intense workouts to get the benefits. Even taking a brisk walk every day can make a difference. For mild depression, exercise alone can be an effective treatment, especially if you weren't very active before. But for more severe depression, exercise can be part of a treatment plan along with other therapies like medication or counseling. Omega-3 fatty acids, commonly found in oily fish, have been associated with improved mental well-being, particularly in cases of bipolar disorder and potentially depression. These fatty acids play a role in various biological processes that support brain functioning, which in turn can positively influence mood. However, it's important to consume omega-3 in moderation, as excessive intake of certain types of fish may lead to exposure to contaminants. Overall, incorporating omega-3 into your diet may contribute to a healthier and happier mind. St. John's wort is a herbal supplement that has been traditionally used to alleviate symptoms of depression and improve overall mood and happiness. It contains compounds like hypericin and hyperforin, which are believed to act on neurotransmitters in the brain, such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, which are important for regulating mood. Studies have shown that St. John's wort may be effective in treating mild to moderate depression, although its exact mechanisms of action are not fully understood. It's important to note that St. John's wort can interact with certain medications and may have side effects, so it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional before using it. Overall, St. John's wort may offer a natural and potentially effective option for improving happiness and mental well-being. Yoga is an ancient practice from India that combines gentle exercise with stress management. It involves holding poses called asanas while focusing on your breathing. Yoga is great for reducing stress and anxiety, which are often linked to depression. Studies have shown that yoga breathing exercises can be helpful for depression. Meditation and mindfulness are techniques that help us become more aware of our thoughts and feelings without judging them. Mindfulness, adapted from Buddhist meditation, teaches us to live in the present moment and accept our experiences without getting caught up in worries about the past or future. Practicing mindfulness can change how our brain and nervous system work, putting us in a state of rest and healing. It's been shown to be useful for preventing depression from coming back and helping with mood regulation. If you want to learn about how to do mindfulness, aside from being a multitude of free YouTube videos out there, you are encouraged to download the Happy app, which includes step-by-step guides. Spending time in nature and exposing oneself to sunlight have both been linked to improvements in mood and overall happiness. Nature offers a serene environment that allows for relaxation, stress reduction, and a sense of connection to the natural world, all of which can contribute to a positive mental state. Additionally, exposure to sunlight helps the body produce vitamin D, which plays a role in regulating mood and warding off feelings of depression. Sunlight exposure also helps regulate the body's internal clock, promoting better sleep patterns and overall well-being. Overall, incorporating time in nature and exposure to sunlight into one's routine can be beneficial for enhancing happiness and mental health. This includes making healthy choices for your body and mind, such as eating well, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, avoiding alcohol and drugs, and engaging in enjoyable activities. Lifestyle changes can help you improve your mood, energy, and self-care, and reduce stress and isolation. Finding an enjoyable activity can also help. If you find something fun to regularly do, especially something that you can enjoy with other people and improve your relationships at the same time, then you've got yourself a winner. Team sports are a great option, for example, and the mix of exercise is also beneficial. In positive psychology, a state of flow is a mental state where a person is fully immersed, focused, and involved in their activities at a certain point in time, deriving enjoyment from being engaged in that activity. Flow is often described as being in the zone, where the individual's attention is completely absorbed in an activity they enjoy and are passionate about, resulting in a loss of self-consciousness and a distortion of time. This state is often associated with the creative arts, such as painting, drawing, or writing, but it can also occur while engaging in a sport, such as skiing, tennis, soccer, dancing, or running. We will talk further of the flow state in the next lesson where we delve into positive psychology. So that finishes our topic on quick fixes that modern medicine has to offer. There is a lot there to choose from, and many of them are conceptualized through the lens of alleviating depression. Finally, although this course is free for you, it was not free to get it to you. If I have helped you, all I ask is to think about supporting me with a small donation to my Patreon account or grabbing my happiness handbook on Amazon. The links are in the description. Your help allows me to continue creating these courses, reaching others, and spreading the joy in every language.